Steven Universe and all associated images are property of Cartoon Network, Rebecca Sugar, and any and all other respective owners. I don't know them all. All footage in this video has been used for the purpose of critique parody under fair use. Please support the official release. Well guys, it's time again for another of my top 10 videos, and even though I didn't really plan it out this way, it does pretty well coincide with when I reached my 30,000 subscriber mark, which is pretty in line with my other two top 10 videos, which were for my 10,000 subscriber milestone and my 20,000 subscriber milestone. To be entirely honest guys, the 30,000 subscriber milestone just snuck right up on me. I did not expect it so soon. Thank you once again, all of you. I would not be able to do this without you. I just appreciate you guys so much. All of that said, this is going to be a bit of a shorter top 10 than my last couple were, as I'm not explaining any complex ideas or including any clips of songs here. I'm just going to talk about what my 10 favorite corrupted gem designs are, and the criteria for this is either the aesthetics of the design or the fact that the design does something unique even amongst corrupted gems, with bonus points going to any corrupted gems which gave the crystal gems an unusual amount of trouble. So let's go ahead and jump right into it with number 10, the Ice Gem. This is the gem that we saw in Monster Buddies fighting the crystal gems at the beginning of the episode. It seems relatively powerful, but what really interests me about this gem is that its body breaks. It doesn't seem to have a body that is holographic. It seems to be made of the ice around it, which is very unique, even amongst corrupted gems, to the point that I don't think we've seen any other gem that forms its body in this way. While we don't see it for very long, and it doesn't really do anything all that interesting, this is one corrupted gem that I would really like to learn more about. Number 9. Watermelon Tourmaline, aka the pufferfish gem. This is the gem that attacked the crystal gems in the episode Beach Party, and it would not have made this list if it had not been for the fact that it actually gave the crystal gems trouble defeating it. That and the fact that it actually has a name. The crew has apparently confirmed that the Watermelon Tourmaline's gem is a Watermelon Tourmaline. As far as I know, there are no other corrupted gems which have been identified by the crew like this. Not only that, but besides its size, this gem very closely resembles an earth animal. We've seen other corrupted gems which resembled earth animals, but not this closely, and I find that pretty interesting. Number 8 and number 7, the Geode Beetles of Heaven and Earth. Not only are these guys really interesting in terms of their overall design, but they have the smallest gemstones of any gem we've seen to date. Additionally, they seem to have been brought together to breed, and that's just not something that gems do. Just like with the Ice Gem, these are a couple of gems that I'd really like to learn more about. Number 6, the Obelisk Gem. For those of you who don't remember, this is the gem that the crystal gems and Stephen found in the Pyramid Temple in Sirius Stephen, and it's on this list and pretty high up on this list for two reasons. First, that it is trapped in an object, but it seems to be able to manipulate things that aren't attached to that object, as seen when the removal of the Obelisk Gem leads to the platforms surrounding it disappearing as if they were created by the Obelisk Gem. And 2, because it might be white diamond. Number 5, the Desert Glass. Literally because its body is a pillow. The crew has confirmed that the Desert Glass's holographic body is literally the pillow that it sits on. It's kind of like if you took a normal gem, but their body was a pillow, and I just think that's really cool. Number 4, the Slinker. Not only do I think the design of this corrupted gem is pretty cool, but there's actually a question as to whether or not it is really a corrupted gem. There are theories out there that the Slinker is something else entirely, but going off of the assumption that it is a corrupted gem, it easily makes this list. Not only does it evade the crystal gems for a long period of time, but it gives them more trouble than any other individual corrupted gem ever has, poofing one of the crystal gems multiple times. Number 3, the Invisible Monster. Literally only because it can turn invisible. Number 2, the Centipede. Not only is this the first corrupted gem that we see in terms of the chronological order of the series, but it is the first corrupted gem that we see regenerate, and the first corrupted gem that we have seen start to heal, to start to come back around to being an intelligent creature again. I definitely feel like the Centipede has a big future going forward in the series, and I just can't help loving it for that. And finally, number 1, the Giant Bird from Giant Woman. Not only is this corrupted gem large, fast, and powerful enough that 2 of the crystal gems had to fuse in order to defeat it, but this corrupted gem seems to be a fusion. We see all the bubbles in its stomach after Stephen gets swallowed, except they're not bubbles. Bubbles are perfectly spherical, and the gems that they contain float directly in the center of them. They also float freely, not touching any walls or ceilings, and yet these things, which appear to be bubbles, seem to be attached to the walls of the creature's stomach, and that's because they're not bubbles. They're the giant bird's gemstones. We're just looking at them through thin membranes of admittedly holographic skin. We also see evidence of this after Opal does enough damage to the giant bird that it would normally poof. Instead of poofing, it turns into a bunch of smaller versions of itself. Just like when a fusion is damaged to the point that a regular gem would poof, it instead becomes its component parts again. I have no idea how this corrupted fusion came to be, but it definitely does seem like it's a fusion, and that makes it the most unique corrupted gem on this list, and easily the winner of the number 1 slot. So there you have it, guys, my top 10 corrupted gems. Let me know what you thought of the list in the comment section down below, and if you have time, please make a list of your own top 10 corrupted gems, because I'd love to read it. Either way, this has been AJ22, and I will talk to you guys later. Do you have a theory idea or merely a musing about the show that you'd like me to discuss? You can head on over to my Facebook page and send me a message detailing your ideas, and if I find them interesting enough, I'll be sure to respond. Or you could head on over to my Tumblr page and send me an ask. If it's not something that I've covered before, I'll be sure to answer. If you are on Facebook or Tumblr, I also recommend that you like and or follow me there as well to keep up to date on all of my content, as well as any supplementary content that I might post on either of those sites. And if you know anyone on Facebook or Tumblr who might find my content interesting, please share it with them. I'd really appreciate it.